never ever used to take risks. I used to be a big dreamer. I used to have really big aspirations, and every time I was so close to being like, fuck it, I'm gonna go for it, I would stop myself. I would live in fear. One of the biggest risks I took was actually quitting my full-time job as a gym manager, as a personal trainer, moving to Bali and starting a business with quite literally like $600 in my savings. Everyone has this type of story, but when I started my business, it was back when businesses and online coaches like what I am wasn't really a thing 4.5 years ago. What was the shift that happened inside of me when I've gone all these years in my 20s, in my teens of being a daydreamer, and then when I go to take the risk, I stop, to someone who was like, fuck it, I'll quit my job, no savings, and start a business. I remember my dad saying to me, what's the worst case scenario? You come back home and start all over? And when he said it that bluntly, I was like, you're absolutely right. Like, the worst case scenario isn't really the worst case scenario. Ever since that conversation, anytime I'm going for something that really, really scares me, that I'm like, oh, I don't know, that just doesn't feel comfortable, I think the worst case scenario isn't even that bad. So if you're someone who doesn't want to take the risk, who doesn't have the time, doesn't have the energy, doesn't have the money or the resources, think again. Really, really honest with yourself. Are you actually being creative to create the opportunity? Are you actually making time for the opportunity? Or are you just scared? The more risks I take in my personal life and my business, the greater success that I have.